been proven wrong.
Take a shot downfield. Try that one big play.
You're up 20?
Oh, here we go.
I mean, it's going to go to 0 after the play anyway.
As long as they don't run it back, you're all set.
I think Coach is going to take a shot here.
I think I know what they're doing here. I don't want to give it away. There it is. There it is.
Hook and ladder.
Hook and ladder.
Look at that.
Ladder.
Oh, that kid's fast, though.
Oh, yes, the speed of number 10 saves the day.
Exciting way to end the half.
Griffin Babbitt.
Wow.
The first half.
Wow. We're going to take you right out to commercial.
Well, we added to the stat sheet.
Again, but stay tuned, everybody, as we come back for some more Talking Points with Megan Harmeling next. Hey.
The Rambler Sports Network is a division of Boyne City's award-winning visual imaging production program, known around northern Michigan as Team BCVI. Boyne City's visual imaging program is one of over 20 career and technical education programs offered as part of the Charlevoix-Emmett Intermediate School District's career and technical education programs. With programs in everything from aviation to cosmetology, from horticulture to line workers, students in our area have incredible options available to them for exploration. Team BCVI's RSN, a perfect example of Char-Em's amazing and award-winning CTE programs for students in northern Michigan, training tomorrow's workers today by exposing students to real-world experiences.
All right, welcome back to the Rambler Sports Network. We have Megan Harmeling on standby, an RSN alumni, valedictorian. Then she went on to U of M. After that, she had an opportunity to go to the Cubs. That's right, the Chicago Cubs. But something else came up, and we're going to start with that with Megan. Megan, what was that opportunity that came up? Welcome from Idaho.
Yeah, and now I'm the director of broadcast production at the University of Idaho. So moved out here a couple months ago, and I'm enjoying it.
Brand new opportunity for you. And I'm going to go to my notes here because there's a lot to get to. How is the weather right now in Idaho in the mountains there?
Today it's rainy, and I think Sunday is a high of 46. Okay. So pretty cold.
Yeah, a little bit chillier than what we have here in northern Michigan. So we'd like to also ask you about this process that happened. So you had a chance to go to the Cubs. You were ready to do that, but then this came up. So can you talk us through how that opportunity came about so quickly?
Yeah, I mean, it started with when I went to Michigan. I was leading the broadcasting program there for 4 years, and then from there I went to intern with Big Ten Network, assuming I would stick with them and then also work with the Cubs after. But with about a week left of the program, so
And obviously you're in the broadcast control room there at the University of Idaho, which looks like it's going to be your new home for now anyway, for the time being.
I spend a lot of time in this
Can you
room.
tell us a little bit about what's going to be some of the things or the roles or the jobs that they're going to lean on you for in that new position?
Yeah, so I have a crew of about 20 or 25 students, and I'm in charge of kind of managing all of them and making sure they can all work all of the equipment that's behind me, hiring them and training them, and then we do live broadcasts on ESPN Plus for all of the home sports here. So it's kind of similar to what RSN is doing, where the students are doing all the jobs. I'm just overseeing and making sure all the pieces are coming together.
How about that? I mean, when you say that, I'm just thinking about the kids here in the trailer, thinking this through, watching you. You were just sitting in there just a few years ago. Chuck and I can still remember looking in there, and there they are, thinking, this is going to be me one day. There's Megan Harmeling, who went from there to where you are now. We're going to roll some footage here because we've got a really key moment, which not only were you a part of RSN in the scope of what you did as director, but you actually made the #1 all-time most voted play in RSN history. Remember that play? We're going to roll the tape, let the viewers watch this moment.
I think, though, hands down, the top has to be when I had already graduated at this point.
We go to the girls' state finals, state semifinals broadcast.
in soccer.
A fun production because it was after the school year had ended.
So even to crew something to make that happen, we had to pull in a lot of alumni.
Me and some younger kids who weren't even in RSN yet, and a few people older than me who all came together to make the broadcast happen, which was iconic. It was the first time that had ever happened, and to be able to be there and capture it and have so many people there was just, I can't even put into words. Every time I go back and think about that, it brings tears to my eyes because I'm just so happy for the girls.
So Anna Harmeling was home, and she wanted to be the TD that night.
They went to a shootout,
which worked out awesome. She has a ton of experience from what she does in Stanford.
The energy was just unmatched.
This is the shootout.
This is as on edge as you get in sports in my book.
I think I was the most terrified I've ever been.
The third penalty kick, I think, was her sister, Megan Harmeling.
Fantastic soccer player, was on part of a fantastic soccer team.
This is about as intense as you can get in a sporting event.
She's so calm, cool, and collected. Like, you'll never catch her phase.
Megan, the Dr. Harmeling. Yeah. 14 goals on the year. Here we go.
Of course, stepped right up. Total confidence.
Yes.
She's in.
So cool-headed, so even-keeled.
I aspire to be you because she had that much confidence.
Look at her. I don't even think she looks excited. I know she is.
That's our valedictorian, everybody.
And just kicked it in easy, like no one's business. She had it.
And that's how you do that. You put the ball down and kick it in the net.
And I was screaming. I think I was sitting right here. My face was probably a few inches from the screen.
2 inches away from these monitors.
Just screaming so much.
That's my sister!
And I was just so excited. I was like, that is my sister. I'm so proud to be able to say that.
I just remember her nose being pressed against these monitors.
Kelka always makes so much fun of me for this.
That was a pretty special moment. I mean, that was cool.
Oh, Megan, remember those days, those times? What a captivating moment. The #1 spot in RSN is 10. So not only an RSN alum from this point of view in the trailer, but I mean, killing it on the soccer field too. It was that kick that took you guys to the semifinal game. Amazing, amazing story. I'd like to now get towards what you've done beyond RSN here, but yet you kind of segued helping another RSN alum, that's Ethan McQueen. Can you tell the audience, and then more importantly, these kids in here, how you helped Ethan get to where he's at now?
Yeah, I mean, Ethan's not the first. There's a few RSN alumni who ended up doing the same program at Michigan, but every once in a while I get the text from Kelk of, can you help this kid out? They're interested in joining the Michigan crew, and I'm always very happy to do it because everyone who goes through RSN has lots of applicable experience that is directly related to all this stuff, and they're always the most experienced people stepping into the crew. So I'm always happy to make that connection happen and support the Boyne City pipeline in the program.
The pipeline, I like that. The pipeline, yeah, the pipeline of these kids coming from where they're doing, what they're doing in the CTE program to what you're doing now. I mean, this was your big goal when you called Cal and he asked you, what is it that you want to see yourself doing? And you said, this, I want to be working at a big university.
Probably a week before I got this job, he had called me just catching up about my internship that I was doing, and he asked me, if you had your dream job, what would you want? And I said, word for word, I want to be the director of broadcasting at a university. And then a week later, I called him up, and I was like, I got it. I'm moving to Idaho, so.
If I could have you just take a second, and all these kids in the trailer are watching you right now, if you could just talk directly to them, and can you talking about that pipeline, what can you see for their future? What can they do to get to where you are if that's what they choose to do?
Yeah, I mean, I would say when you go to school, if you do, seek out the broadcasting program at whatever school you go to. When I went to Michigan, I had no idea if they had a program like that, and I kind of found it online somehow and applied and put myself out there, and that's really how I got invested in broadcasting, and it really helped me get the job later on. But yeah, I would say seek out that program because almost every school is going to have one. whether it's like this in depth or just a little less. But either way, that experience will really help you get the job post-grad.
Amazing, amazing story, and just watching you follow the footsteps of your siblings and then Ben after you. I think I even wrote you a note one time that sometimes the student is actually the teacher here, and that was you I was speaking about. And now these guys watching you and hearing from you, talking directly to them. It is the pipeline. It's the career tech pipeline. And when I was in school, when Chuck was in school, it was shop class, it was welding class, and that's what you wanted to do to be in your career. Well, now it's programs like this, and here you are sitting in a studio doing exactly what you love. Thank you for representing Boyne City and doing something, and thank you for representing the Char-Em program. We're going to get to one more part. You're now part of the RSN Advisory Committee, and that's a committee that Calc put together when we are seeking opinions or trying to seek direction on where this program is going. You have a huge voice in that. Can you talk a little bit about that role in the advisory committee from your point of view?
Yeah, basically, anytime Calc needs to make a big decision, he calls on this committee to get backup and get some ideas on what his crazy idea is going to be. So, I don't know, every once in a while he'll ask about things that could be improved on in RSN. I know they just got a 3-play replay machine, which is a big deal. That's the same one they use at Michigan, so pretty cool. But yeah, it's just kind of helping out, coming up with some ideas and how to make that happen for how RSN kids can kind of take what they're doing now and be able to apply it to the future.
Yeah, that's great. I remember being a part of that discussion, and that board is working fantastic. Thanks to you and you coaching us through how to use that and get that in here. And then now the new soundboard, and a lot of the equipment goes through some of that advisory discussion. And so thank you for your input and what you see out there in the real world. So we're going to bring it now to the actual Rainy Landscape hot seat question portion. Thanks for helping Steve a little bit. I think your sister Anna helped a little bit too from North Bay Hydro Seed a couple weekends ago. So let's get rolling. Are you ready, Megan? These are going to be rapid fire. You know the rules. You've been a part of this, so I'm going to get started. And, let's go with first question, Megan. Skittles or M&Ms?
Skittles. I'm lactose intolerant, so.
Okay. How many of the 7 continents have you been on?
4, I think.
4 out of 7? It's more than Chuck and I. Which of your siblings still gets up first on Christmas morning?
Anna, 100%.
Anna, 100%. And name the state capital of the new state you're in. Idaho.
Boise? I don't really know.
I think Boise. Can we fact check? I think it is. Your favorite, gentlest, nicest, most noble family member living along the Horton Creek. Who would that be?
Gotta be my grandpa.
Grandpa Bob, of course. We love Bob. Shout out to you, Bob, if you're watching. The hardest rocking concert you've ever been to?
Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, for sure.
Really rocking. Awesome, awesome. Anna or Katie? The sister that got you the most angry when you borrowed her clothes?
Katie. She will never let me forget.
Sounds about right. Describe your very first, now think back, your very first RSN role. Bringing it all the way back to your freshman year.
I know Kelk wants me to say I was an elf or something.
He was. He wanted you to say it. She was an elf on her very first RSN role, dressed up with the ears. Name one of those odd meals that your mom puts on the table that makes all the Harmelings roll their eyes.
One time she served like beans with full hot dogs just resting on top of them. No one ate that night.
No one ate that. That's the same thing your sister said. For the second straight time on the hot seat, can you name the best banjo player that you know?
My dad.
That's right. That's the same thing Steve said.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike Harmeling, the best banjo player that we know. And finally, Megan, as always, does the Rambler wheel fly or does it roll?
It definitely flies. Why else would it have wings?
Ta-da! Spoken from a true genius there, Chuck. Ever since third grade, she knows. A lot of people say it flies, so thank you, Megan, for being on set. Thank you for your time. And we got something for you here. Check out this. All the way back from your freshman year.
There we go.
That's Megan Harmeling joining us for the Lee Rainey halftime hot seat. Thank you, Megan, for joining us. Thank you for updating us on everything Harmeling World has to offer. Thank you. We'll take you right back out to commercial, and we'll be right back on the Rambler Sports Network.
I need to find Klooster to get a copy of his curriculum map. You seen him?
Yeah, he's good at that stuff. Yeah, he keeps it on the Rubicon Atlas.
Shaka Khan what?
No, it's not Shaka Khan, it's the Rubicon Atlas.
Isn't that a sandwich?
Spot it! Hey, you gotta keep your feet apart!
And you're late on your foul line.
Yeah, so it's the Rubicon Atlas.
The beer I's got real nice Rubicon Fridays, don't
really
they?
good Rubicon sandwich over there.
Yeah, extra horseradish.
I love it. Yeah,
Slides right down.
Yep.